How's it going, everyone? It's Ponter here, back again with Formula 1 2015 Championship season. So you're probably wondering, what's happened to the leaderboard? Didn't Hamilton win the first race? Well, there was a little bit of a struggle with some of the saved data from the last race that we did in Australia. So what I've done, I've tried to get the order back to almost where it was. As you notice, we finished 7th in the last race. 7th is where we finished when I played the race again. Perez just behind us again. The order's slightly changed, but we're going to have to continue from here. Hopefully there's no more problems. So let's get into the second round of this 2015 Formula 1 season. It's Malaysia.
And welcome to Malaysia as we head into the all-important qualifying session. The drivers are raring to go, and we're just waiting for the lights to go green to signify the start of the qualifying hour. Last year we saw a wonderful race here in Malaysia, and I'm expecting another fascinating weekend to come here in Kuala Lumpur.
Well, there are at least 3 or 4 other drivers that could be strong contenders for a front row start tomorrow, so it's difficult to predict who will come out on top, but it's certainly going to be an exciting qualifying session today.
Well, great to see it's not raining this time. I'd expect out of both races that we've just done of Australia, I thought that was going to be dry. But right, let's go. Okay, so there's rain expected, which means we've got to get a good flying lap in. We are only doing short qualifying, so it might not affect us, but we need to get this lap in. Okay, so we're down the home straight, and this will be our first flying lap. Here we go. First sector, 25 seconds. Apparently our tyres are overheating as well. It's always useful. Missed a couple of gear changes there. That's not going to help the lap time. Forgot to open the DRS there. That might affect this lap. I'm not quite sure. But as we come into the final corner, 3rd gear. Guided nicely around there. Put the power on early. DRS is open. There it is. And it's a 140.1. So, looking at the lap time so far, Massa's top on a 140. We're on the 146. And then that's it. Track's clear. I think we're going to go out for a flying lap. Okay, this might be our only chance to get in a lap, because look at the sky now compared to a minute ago. It's got really, really dark. And I don't think anyone else is going to get a lap in. Light rain in 5 minutes. Okay, we're up by a 10th. It's a good first sector. Oh, I usually struggle on that corner. Managed to nail that pretty well. Come on. A lot of wheel spin generating. Yeah, we've lost time in the middle sector. Really got to pull something out the bag now. Final corner. We'll come round. We might even be able to squeeze in another lap. In fact, we're going to put the fuel to rich and we're going for it. Let's go for it, because that was a 141. That wasn't good enough at all. Time. We're green again. This time it's 2/10. This is looking good. 5 minutes of the session left, and there's no sign of any other driver at the moment. They might get caught out in the rain, and this could really give us that advantage in qualifying really high, because at the moment we're still second. Massa's top. Again, we've lost time in the second sector again. It's really, really frustrating. As we run wide there, that's not going to help. The rain beginning to fall as we go into the final corner. I don't think we're going to improve. The rain's falling down now. I think we might have to settle with second, but if the rain pours down even further, second is really, really good. Yeah, losing time in sector 2. Let's go back to the garage. Well, there we go. 2nd place on the grid. Wow. Okay, this is going to be an interesting race. Depends what the weather's like, because you know what my driving's like in the rain from the first race.
Welcome to the Sepang International Circuit, where the cars are already on the grid as we gear up to start the main event. Felipe Massa has been there and done it, and he certainly did it in qualifying yesterday. He starts in the Williams from P1 and has every chance of holding that until the end of the race.
He'll want to stay out of trouble over the first few laps, but he'll be determined not to let any cars past him. If he can maintain that position once everything's settled down, he'll have a massive advantage and be able to control the race.
It's an exciting day for Nico Hulkenberg. Could he finally get onto his first elusive podium today?
It's hard to think that someone with Nico's talent is yet to get on the podium in Formula 1. Surely it's only a matter of time.
Here we go. Williams on pole. 5 lights. They're out. Here we go. Malaysian Grand Prix is underway. We've got off to a good start. Massa is right there. We might even be able to cut up the inside and take the lead early on. We're going to. We've gone for the dive. And we've got first position. Oh, goodness me. We've got to dictate the race from here. Pit stop is going to be everything in this race. And that middle sector as well. We lose time in qualifying. We're going to lose time there surely in the race. But after the first couple of corners, we've got first position. We're already pulling a lead on Massa. This is unbelievable. What a start. I mean, actually, we might even have pulled a few tenths in the middle. We've gone wide. Okay. Shouldn't say too much early on. Because this race, well, we've got 14 laps. Of course, leading from the front, there's not much action to show. So for the next couple of laps, there might not be too much to have a look at. Only mistakes and possible overtakes as Massa actually coming up behind us. We've been given a nudge there. Now, that was cheeky. Massa on the outside. And that's allowed Rosberg through. Or Hamilton even. Hamilton and Rosberg. They're all fighting for position back there. I don't really know what's going on. I really need to concentrate actually on what's going on myself rather than looking behind. We've lost time in the first sector. I was just about to say actually as the engineer butted in, we've got a very early pit stop. We're going for a longer second stint, I do believe, as we've run wide there. Oh my goodness me, we've got a tail. Hamilton's up on the inside. Try and outbrake him, leave enough room around the inside for him to try and get through. He's going to have DRS again here. That's why. Oh, light rain. Now that could affect things. 10 minutes, that's a couple of laps as Hamilton and Rosberg trying to make their way through. This is not good at all. We really need to cut back in on Rosberg at least. Hamilton has taken the lead into the first corner. I had a feeling that was going to happen at some point. Maybe we can claw it back. Remember, the second sector for us isn't brilliant. But Hamilton takes the lead as we run wide there. We've gifted Rosberg that place. That's really frustrating. Funnily enough, we're not even in range for DRS at the moment. They're that far ahead. I think it's going to be done in the pit stops. As Massa tries to come up the outside of us. I'm not having any of that. Late braking, it will wear the tyres, but we are coming in for a pit stop soon. If you look on the right hand side there, it's pretty clear why. I think we'll get one more lap out of these tyres, and that's about it. In fact, no, we're not even going to be able to do that, because we're coming into the pits. Looks like Rosberg's come in. A few cars have come in actually. Here we go. It's a 2.4 and Rosberg is just ahead of us. We might even have to make another pit stop for wet tyres. That'll be a really, really difficult call. Rosberg's getting caught up behind Merry here. This is a perfect opportunity to get DRS. Rosberg has it too. He's gone around the outside. We're going up the inside of Merry. This is a perfect opportunity to take Rosberg and perhaps take provisional second place. He's fighting back on the outside. Do we have DRS? No. Rosberg has the DRS. He's going to overtake us again on the inside. And there he goes, but we can do the switch perhaps. No, he's decided to cover the inside line. We've got the outside line. We nudge him in the back there. That's going to slow us down a little bit. Oh, what racing here. Starting to get used to this circuit again. It's not one of my strongest at all. Here comes the rain. If Rosberg's staying out, we're going to stay out too. Because if everyone else is going to stay out, scrap my last call, we're staying out. So we're staying out for another lap. Back end is sliding everywhere right now. I really do think we need to come in this lap. Behind Ricciardo's Raikkonen, so Vettel must have span off somewhere. As Ricciardo goes through us after we run wide, we're running out of grip here. Intermediate tyres are the call as the track just keeps dampening. Here we go. Second pit stop. That was a 2.2. Beautiful pit stop there by the Force India crew. And we re-enter where we left off in third position. Ricciardo's behind us. Hopefully the rain doesn't get worse that we need full wet. We've only got 3 laps left to go, so here's hoping. We really are struggling at the moment on these intermediates. Ricciardo is all over the back of us. This is worrying. It's really hard now actually to navigate around in the wet after being used to the style of driving in the dry, because I shift up to 6th gear then, and actually 5th is probably about the best you can do through that corner now, and it really is quite weird to get used to this. And well, I suppose that's what all Formula 1 drivers have to train for, and so far we're coping well. Well, all I can see in the mirrors is Ricciardo. He's right up behind us. There he is actually in the left mirror if you have a quick look. 2 laps to go. Ricciardo's all over the back of us. Can we hold on for 2 laps? That's all we need to do to claim a brilliant third position. The rain's just getting worse. I think we can just about manage to hold on with intermediate tyres, but we might even need wets, and that might be a real problem for us. I doubt we're catching the Mercedes boys. As we come up towards the final turn, Ricciardo's right behind us. We're going this full final lap uninterrupted, and we're coming round the final corner now to start the last lap of the Malaysian Grand Prix at the Sepang International Circuit. Here we go. Oh dear, oh dear. Can we hold on, Ricciardo? Oh, everyone, hold on. Now, this is interesting, because everyone else has come in. They're pitted for full wets. Now, this could change the rate. Final lap, I decided, do you know what, we're staying out on intermediates. We might even have a second place finish here. If not, we definitely confirm third, because I think we're too far ahead. Rosberg's probably going to overtake us because the surface is dreadful. But if we can hold off Rosberg, if we can be really sneaky and hold off Rosberg, we might be able to claim second place here. But I doubt we will down the straights because he's got more grip than us. I presume he's on full wets. I think he is. I can't tell. I really can't tell from looking behind. I think he's on full wets. As we come into this corner, is he? Yeah, he's on full wet tyres. We're stuck out on intermediates. Everyone else is just making their way round. Hamilton's in front. Now, this is really interesting as we come up to the last few corners of this race. We're holding Rosberg behind. Oh, we've gone wide there. That's going to allow Rosberg through, but we might be able to snatch him up the inside. We've run wide. We're going to have to let him through. We are going to let him through. Just held off in second gear, which is unfortunate because we might even have been able to nab second position, but we stayed out on intermediates. We've run really wide there. However, that was a good call and we come across the line to take third position. Our first podium in the second race of this championship season. Unbelievable. What a race that was. We deserved that. We really did. What a race. Started in second. We lost out in the first couple of laps. The pit stops. And that final judgment call to stay on the intermediate tyres did pay off. Everyone else dived into the pits. Couldn't hold off Rosberg. But there we go. Third position. Perez finished in 8th. Hamilton wins. Unbelievable. We have a look at the constructors' standings. That puts us up to 5th. That third position. Rosberg's on top. Hamilton 2nd. Ricciardo 3rd. Raikkonen 4th. We're 5th. Perez is down in 11th there, our teammate. So constructors wise, we're 4th. We're 40 points off Mercedes, who are on 69 at the top. Red Bull 2nd on 34. It's very close actually. Red Bull down to Williams there. But there we go. That has been the Malaysian Grand Prix. Next race, we will have a look. Next race, I believe, will be China. Chinese Grand Prix. But thank you very much for watching. I've been Ponter. This has been CMP Connection, and we'll see you next time.